Hey, this is GiGi, and today I'm going to read my book, The Trouble with Thanksgiving, Monsters. The story begins, I need new shoes, Logan whines. Mommy Jackie says, you know money is short now. It's not a good time for new shoes. But my friends all got them. I've got to have them, Logan pleads. He doesn't want the kids to make fun of him anymore. Maybe your friends' parents aren't having tough times, but I'm struggling to keep food on the table. Besides, you don't need new shoes, Logan, she snapped. I just really want those shoes. The fact is, Logan is so concerned about the kids teasing him that he is insensitive to his mom's situation. As Logan pouts, Jackie Mommy gets more upset. Just go to your room. Thanksgiving is coming. Think of what you should be thankful for. His mom sent him to his room. Logan was unhappy. As always happens when kids complain, monsters show up. This time, it is Evie Envy and Rachel Rivalry monsters in Evie's fancy sports car. They climb right into Logan's window. Won't you ever get it through your silly head, Logan? Evie Envy purrs. Only if you come with me will you get what you want. I'll take you shopping for shoes and everything else you want. The kids won't tease you anymore. They will envy you. Rachel Rivalry added, Logan, don't you understand how important it is to win and to make others jealous? It's a tease or be teased world. The other kids will just keep teasing you unless you play along, said Rachel. Go us, Rachel cheered, swinging her pom-poms. Just in time, Logan's best friend, Cora Ann, showed up. As Cora Ann climbs in the window, Evie Envy and Rachel Rivalry run and hide in the closet. You don't look very happy to see me, Cora Ann points out and asks, What happened, Logan? With a huff, Logan explains, My mom won't buy me new shoes, and I got mad, so she sent me to my room. She just doesn't understand. Logan grumbles. She wants me to think about what I'm grateful for. Jeez. Logan rolls his eyes at the thought. That sounds like fun, Cora Ann giggled. Let's count our blessings, she continued. Now, Evie Envy rolls her eyes too. She wants Logan to want more stuff. Sure, Logan complains sarcastically. I'm thankful that I can't have new shoes. I'm thankful I have so many chores to do, that my parents always want me to eat vegetables, brush my teeth, feed the dog, and to be nice to everybody. What about what I want? It doesn't sound like you're focusing on what you are grateful for, Cora Ann pointed out. With that, Evie Envy and Rachel Rivalry monsters stepped out of the closet. Cora Ann gasps. She did not expect to see monsters in Logan's room today. You know you both want more stuff, teases Evie. It's only natural to want what other kids have and to have even more than what the other kids have, laughs Evie. Rachel continues, more or better or both, ha ha ha. She shows piles of stuff she can give Logan and Cora Ann when they become monsters. Evie and Rachel are thrilled to be on the job. It is their job to turn Logan and Cora Ann and all unsuspecting children into monsters like them. As the monsters speak, Logan nods in agreement. He is jealous of the other kids. He does fear he won't fit in with the cool kids unless he gets those shoes. He does not want to be teased anymore. Noticing that Logan is buying into the monster's cunning lies, Cora Ann asks, "Where do you keep your shoes?" She rummages through Logan's closet and grabs more than a dozen pair of shoes. "Look at how many shoes you already have. Where would you even put a new pair?" Cora Ann asked. But as Logan listens to Evie Envy, he can't hear Cora Ann. Evie Envy and Rachel Rivalry force Logan and Cora Ann out the window. An extraordinary tornado appears with the most wonderful shoes flying around and around, along with kids giving Logan's thumbs up signs. They like him. Logan jumps into the whirlwind. He leaps from one pair of shoes to the next. "Ooh, look at these. Ooh, these are even better. Tee-hee, tee-hee," he giggles. Logan is caught in the grip of desire. He wants the shoes so the other kids will think he's worth hanging out with. As Logan squeals with delight, Evie Envy encourages him. "You can have all the shoes. When you become a monster like us, you can have everything you could possibly want." Cora Ann was aghast. Logan had jumped out of the whirlwind and was about to get into the car with Evie Envy Monster. Cora had to stop him, but the swirl of stuff now contained dresses to go with the most beautiful shoes and the most wonderful toys and the most delicious treats. Cora Ann was weakening too. Not only that, there was a little white dog spinning and barking. "Woof, woof." "I always wanted a dog to call Coco," Cora squeals. As the stuff is spinning, so is Cora Ann's head. Can she resist all these temptations? Cora Ann needed to save Logan and herself. She closed her eyes tightly and thought of what was really important to her, her family and friends, and being kind to everyone. As she kept focusing, she turned into Super Love Girl. She put her hand to her lips and blew a wave of hearts that broke the whirlpool apart and made all the stuff disappear. Poof, poof, poof. As the hearts reached Logan, the spell over him was broken too. Logan didn't even know what had happened. What? What happened? But Evie Envy and Rachel Rivalry are not going to make it easy for Logan to transform into a superhero too. They turned the full force of their powers against Logan. They hit Logan with feelings of doubt. Will the kids like me if I don't have great shoes like them? They surround him with feelings of fear. Will I only look good enough to other kids if I have a bunch of stuff? Do I even deserve anyone's love? But as Logan focuses on the truth, his belief in himself grows. He knew that the mean kids were insecure in themselves, so they took it out on him. Logan saw and felt the dream of his possibilities. His belief in himself is the source of his superpowers. When he transforms, Logan wears an elaborate suit with gold trim. A top hat appears in his hands. There are dream clouds in the hat, which he stirred with his wand. Now that he is Dream Kid, he knows just what to do. With his wand, he pulls dreams, bubbles, and sparkles from his hat to use on the monsters. The first dream cloud hits Evie. In her dream, she has everything she really wants. She is surrounded by a loving family and friends. She is happy, confident, and satisfied with herself and her life. She feels joy and peace. Her possibilities shine brightly. But as Evie compares what she sees in her dream to the darkness she experiences in her monsterly reality, she cries. Right after that, Love Girl hits Evie Envy with hearts and love. Evie could have happiness. Instead, Evie wants to have all the stuff she got from being mean to others, so she cannot receive the love. A gray sadness falls over Evie Envy. The hearts pain her. Why? Love is what she wants, yet she refuses to be kind. So, Love Girl's hearts cannot reach her. Maybe Evie Envy will embrace love someday, but not this day. Then, Dream Kid threw a dream cloud at Rachel Rivalry. It hit her right on the head, and she fell into a dream. In her dream, Rachel wished everyone well. She appreciated everyone for their differences. She saw herself loving people. From some long-forgotten place, she said, "We are all in this together. Let's help each other." She cheered, "Yay, all of us!" Those positive ideas felt great, but for Rachel, they were an impossible dream that she would keep a secret even from herself. Rachel knew it was okay to play at being rivals in a game, but not in life. She knew that everyone could be safe, secure, and happy. But as Rachel Rivalry Monster, she cheered for people suffering. She was mean and hurtful to people. So even when Love Girl's hearts rained down on her, she would not let herself love others, and no one loved her. She couldn't have love, and that made her feel sad. But Rachel Rivalry admitted, "I just don't want to be kind." Rachel and Evie comforted each other. Tears streamed down their faces. Evie sighs, "I give up. Love Girl and Dream Kid's powers are too much to fight off. I don't want to keep being mean to them today. In fact, I want to give Cora Ann a surprise gift." Rachel was shocked. It was not normal for Evie Envy to even think of doing something nice. But after everything had happened, Rachel understood Evie's weak moment. "Are you thinking what I'm thinking?" Rachel asks her friend, Evie Envy Monster. Evie responds with a smile. Yes, but let's keep this gift our secret. I don't want the other monsters to know, cautions Evie. We would be in big trouble if Gordon Greedy, the leader of the monsters, knew that we were being nice. Pinky promise, says Rachel. Then Rachel says, but I'm not ready to be nice all the time or to stop being a monster. Are you, Evie? Evie Envy just looks at her friend and doesn't say a word. Meanwhile, as Logan and Cora Ann arrive back at his home, Mommy Jackie is waiting. A basket arrived for you, she says as she holds it out to Cora Ann. Cora Ann opens the basket and an adorable little dog bounces out. Cora Ann scoops him up and reads his tag. It's Coco. Look, there's a note. Take good care of Coco from Evie Envy and Rachel Rivalry. I never expected to get a gift from monsters. Cora Ann is surprised, especially not an adorable little dog like Coco. I guess they aren't hopelessly mean monsters, Logan laughs. Cora Ann and Logan run off to play with Coco. Back home, Logan and Cora Ann have lots to think about. Logan shares, Mom sent me to my room to think about what I'm grateful for this Thanksgiving. Instead, we ended up being tempted by monsters. As I think about it, Logan continued, now when I look around for what I'm grateful for, I don't look in my closet or the garage or for stuff at all. I'm most grateful for my family, especially Mommy Jackie, and for friends who love me and who I love, like you, Cora Ann. What about being grateful for the sky and butterflies and your own strengths? Hey, what about Coco? Cora Ann asked. Then as she sees her little dog lift his leg at Logan's bed, Cora Ann yells, No! Whew, I'm thankful that Coco stopped, Logan laughed. Evie Envy and Rachel Rivalry Monsters drove a long way in silence before they pulled to the side of the road to watch the sunset and reflect on their day. That was quite a day, wasn't it? Sighs Evie Envy. Yes, replies Rachel Rivalry. I saw your dream. Did you see mine? Asks Evie. Yes, answers Rachel, but let's not talk about those dreams ever again. It's another pinky promise, okay? The two monsters smiled, thinking of what trouble Coco was probably getting into and of the joy they brought to Cora and Logan with their surprise gift. What will happen next, they wonder. The beginning. This has been The Trouble with Thanksgiving Monsters with me, GiGi, and my puppet friends. Now that you've heard this story, there's more for you at GiGiBclub.com. Thanks for joining me with this positive Thanksgiving book. Your choices are key. With The Trouble with Thanksgiving Monsters, kids see that there is temptation to want more of this stuff that doesn't matter. It's best to be grateful for what is real. Rachel Rivalry and Evie Envy Monsters are mean to kids. But Love Girl and Dream Kid show the choices we all make. We are better together. My GiGi books, songs, and well, everything I do teaches happiness, kindness, and love as the foundation for everything. No matter what the question or problem, love is the answer.